Meow. Meow. Meow.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us on Crafted. And we have James, Fishroom Fever. And today we have
Hey.
Skipper's Aquatics. He's filling in for Rico Stand. And I am going to pop. I don't know where. There's chat. So now I can see what's going on there. But today I'm going to finish the creepy fish thing.
That thing is creepy indeed.
Yeah. We're going to paint it. I'm going to gut it. And I went and I tried to buy lights. All I could find was white LEDs.
Yeah.
And I don't know how bright they are. We'll find out. And hopefully they don't always flash. It's like, it looks like that's my choice. Flash. Well, maybe it'll look creepy.
There you go.
Maybe they'll have a red one or something on Amazon that I can get.
Well, and before you dive way into that and get engrossed in what you're doing, I do want to let everybody know that's here for the first time. We are, of course, taking fishy questions and comments. We will be reading the chat and answering those while Ed is working on his craft. Now, let's say a hello from the participants list, auctioneer style. Hello and welcome to Adam Abel, Cat Hair Crafts, Chattanooga Ed, Dennis Christian Sadides, Fished In, Dragon Lair, Geek Boy, Jennifer Weaver, Jimmy Piece of Grapes, Killer Kitty 08, Label is Distracted, Lonnie aka Looney Tunes, Master Aquatics just call me Eduardo, Mike's Aquatics Things, Monster Fish, Gal Patty's Petite Tanks, Paul McCarthy, Paul Sotero, Pegasus Arena. Well, that just moved around on me. Ricky DeHoyas, Rustic Nashville, S.C. Catahoula, Scuba Steve O's Aquatics, Snoochie Boosh, Tepatol Fishing, This Ginger Whips World. Thank you, everybody who's here. Those of you that I didn't read your name, we know you're lurking and hanging out, and we appreciate that as well. I'm going to put Ed up on the big screen. And, of course, huge thank you, Skipper, for being here as the co-host with the absolute most.
So
there we go.
What I did when I made
it just got weirder. It just got creepier. Sorry.
Well, when I showed the bottom and I'm getting
yeah.
Yeah, so this stuff costs a lot. So what I did was I just took, I think, paper towels and plastic. Now the problem is every time I pull on it to yank it, it's got a sharp thing jabbing me in the hand on the other side. It kind of stinks. I was hoping that this would work a little better. I'm gonna try it with a paper towel in my hand, but if I start bleeding, you guys know why.
Be careful, Ed.
Yeah. Well, and I don't have so many things I want to say, and I don't know where to start. At
the beginning.
Yeah. Well, let's start off with my dad. We'll go with health issues right off the bat.
There we go.
On Sunday morning, my dad went to church with my mom, and they thought he had a stroke in church. And he was making weird noises and kind of passed out and stuff. Well, it turns out it wasn't a stroke. It was his ventricles were stopping. The bottom two chambers in his heart stopped pumping. And it's because he's been taking medicine for his stroke for a lot longer than he probably should have. They never told him to stop after the first month. So they're hoping that maybe the medicine will help that. If not, he may have to have a pacemaker also. So I've been at the hospital a lot this week with him, but I've also I have heart conditions too, and I go every 3 months, and I had a CT on Monday, and today I went to the chiropractor, the cardiologist, and he said that I've got liquid on my lungs and I need a heart valve transplant. And I've known I've needed this heart valve transplant for a long time, but they didn't want to do it during the COVID time. And because, it's supposed to be bad to do. Oh, check this out. It's all coming out. How awesome is that?
Rip its guts out. All right. So this is how you got to fish, right? All right. That's what we're doing here.
You stick your hands in there and yank it out and toss
We
it.
having a fish fry later or what?
There you go.
Well, that's where the batteries are going to be.
No.
So I'll probably be having my heart valve thing. He said he wanted to do it sometime this month, and I said, well, can it wait till after Aquashella? And he said, yeah. So I'll probably do it the week after Aquashella.
So March.
Yeah. So, but he said that wouldn't be a problem because he's going to give me 1 million tests first, and he's going to try to find out that it's not as bad as it is, so he can postpone it again. That's what he basically said. That he'll.
Fortunately, that's what they do.
Yeah, he's going to plan for the worst and hope for the best, I guess. Well, I don't know if it's. I just need an artificial valve. I've needed it for years because it's a birth defect and we've known about it. So that's where we're at. And I mean, my dad had the heart valve transplant actually just last year because I got the thing from him. It's just I was so much more athletic through the years that that's why my heart needed it sooner than him. Even though you'd think the Army in Vietnam would have been pretty stressful.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, well.
My my father-in-law's been through it, so I heard the story. So, yeah, you would have thought it would have been.
Yeah. A heart valve transplant?
No, just he was in Vietnam, and the stressful stories he told me.
Well, my dad actually, he got pretty lucky. He wasn't ever stationed in Vietnam. He was drafted during Vietnam. But he ended up being stationed in Fairbanks, Alaska. So he got pretty lucky. And, yeah, he was drafted. You know, he didn't want to be. He was already working for the Air Force before that happened, but the Army drafted him.
Yeah.
And so he ended up doing that. And
well, I know you've told me. Can you officially say what he did? Because I think it's the coolest thing. I really do. I'm a nerd.
Well, we can say some of the things he did.
Well, even just like the title, if you will, not specifics necessarily, but
not really. Not on the here, but he did map the moon. Like during when he was drafted, he was mapping the moon for the moon landing.
Oh,
and he did a lot of other neat military type mapping.
Yeah. The cartography thing is what I thought was really cool. I've always had a fascination with map making cartography. So I got a kick out of that. I mean, anytime you talk about it.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to go into. And then he like begged me not to. And then afterwards he said, "Boy, I wish I could have willed you my job." I'm like, I was going to college to do it. but you know, this is after he retired, and he was like, you know, that wasn't a bad job actually.
yeah.
You know how it goes.
Hey there, Pet Exotics.
Happy belated birthday. Even though I did wish my awesome Uncle Bruce a happy birthday. His birthday was last week, and he's a super great guy. So,
well, happy belated birthday to Uncle Bruce. Pega's sister Rena with the $2 super chat says, "Sending loves and good luck to you, my friend, with a 4-leaf clover and a heart wrapped in a bow."
And I've got my 4-leaf clover that she sent me still in the other room, sitting right on my kitchen table right now. So,
Oh yeah,
that just got so much creepier. Like that looks like, for those of you that remember Toy Story, the boy Sid that would rip the toys apart and turn them into evil toys. That looks like something he'd do. Rip a baby doll's head off and shove it on a fish toy.
Should I turn the lights off to see what it looks like?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be really creepy. Thank you for that support, Pegasus Arena, that $2 super chat for my buddy Chattanooga Ed there.
Gotta get creepier. You already got the Chappie shirt behind you, so you might as well go there.
Oh, what happened? I wish more lights would have got stuck to the other side of the head. But I guess I could keep pushing them in and out until they get in there right.
Yeah, or could you take like some sort of a dowel or something and stick it up in there and kind of spread them out? There you go.
Jam it up there. But we're going to take this out anyway for now, just because I'm going to paint it. But I wanted to, well, actually, I'm going to leave it in because it might be hard to get out. Nope, it's easy.
Well, and this is, for clarification, going to be an exterior decoration that you're making. You make a lot of stuff that goes in fish tanks, but this is not one that we're recommending to put in the tank.
Right. This is going to be one of the creepy things that it's just for fun, for sitting in the fish room on the shelf. Okay, I'm going to turn the lights on so you guys can see me.
Lisa Sparkman, thoughts and prayers and positive vibes and whatever it is that you may believe in. Lisa's saying her daughter's in the hospital right now with 2 leaking valves and only 1 lung that was damaged by COVID last month. Really don't know if she's going to come home or not. We will keep you close. I know that is tough. The loss of a parent, the loss of a child, those are things that are nearly unfathomable unless you've been through them. So we'll definitely keep you in my thoughts and prayers, and everybody else, if you believe in good vibes, send them that way.
Yeah, what did I miss?
I don't want to read it again, but Lisa's daughter's having a rough time. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, this was sent to me from the Metalheads. This is their flower horn, Bobby the Brain. And you can't really see it on here, but it's in gold print. And it says to Chattanooga ED, Bobby the Brain, or it says from Bobby the Brain. So that's pretty cool.
That's
I finally got it right.
Yeah.
It was like a little unusual size. It was a little, it was an inch short or inch and a half short for the frame. So I don't know if the frame was just a weird size or the print, but I think it looks good either way.
That's pretty cool.
It's super cool. I love it.
Killer Kitty 08 with a $2 super sticker. Let's try that again. Killer Kitty 08 with a $2 super sticker with that fox just grinning and smiling away.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. That just basically bought half of this because, well, let's see. This costs $6. It costs two $6, 12, and then 3 for the doll that I chopped the head off of. So I guess this is $15 to make.
There you go. Here's what we're going to do. Lighten the mood back up just a little bit. Get people laughing and smiling.
Oh, man.
Had to do it, buddy.
I am going to add a couple more dancing things during Aquashella. I'm going to see if I can get people to dance with me.
You got to do a slow motion moonwalk.
Okay. Oh boy. I was about to say I know how to moonwalk, but I haven't moonwalked since my right leg now is like kind of paralyzed.
Yeah.
So it might not be super great, but if it's slow motion, you won't notice.
Anytime Ed has to moonwalk, I just tie a rope to his numb leg and I just kind of drag that one for him.
Jesus. Sounds about right.
The GBP says, now that was creepy.
Wait till you see this thing coming to life.
Oh yeah. So are you going to paint the face or no?
Oh yeah.
Of course he is.
Well, I'm asking for a reason because of the lights. You still want it to shine through.
Well, if it doesn't shine through, I'm not going to be upset.
Oh, okay.
My goal is to. I don't want to get my books painty.
Pegasus Serena says, I don't know what I just saw, but it was awesome. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's called a Christmas party.
This is what baby mermaids look like.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I went to the aquarium. Well, So my dad is bored to death because he's not allowed to do anything right now. And he's not allowed to work in his yard or do anything. Well, they do say you can look at fish are very relaxing for your heart.
True.
So I suggested we go down to the Tennessee Aquarium. And he was like, oh, yeah, let's do that. So we went down on Tuesday to the Tennessee Aquarium, and I shot a Brazilian shorts. And that's why, like, when people were asking, do Pacus and Oscars get along, I actually had a photo of, or a video of them getting along.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Skipper, they have a pond that you walk over like a bridge, so you look the fish all down. They have about a 36-inch silver arowana in there.
Nice.
But they had about 10 koi angelfish in the tank, or in the and when the arowana swam by, they all kind of just backed up and then moved forward when he left. Crazy. I don't know how he doesn't just eat them all.
So were they small enough to fit in his mouth?
Yeah, well, they're full size.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
trying
still, I think he's such a big guy. But
Well-
maybe, they live with piranhas and everything else that's super aggressive in the Amazon. Maybe they're just good at
learning how to let the big guy move in and then they come back.
Yeah.
Because the way you described that, they were there, then they moved back, then when he left, it could be one of them natural instincts that they have.
Yeah. There's also like maybe a 4-foot stingray in there too. It's pretty cool.
So Sanucci Booch says, Ed, do you wear a bandana every day, even off camera? I will say, as someone that's shared many a hotel room with Chattanooga Ed, if he's got pants on, he's got a bandana on.
What if you go back to some of James's first stuff, you'll see I didn't have a bandana and my head is so bright white because the lights are above, and when you shoot video, I don't want everybody see, just because your eye goes to whatever the brightest thing is in the room.
Yep.
And if I wear a baseball hat, it's going to put a shadow over. Well, see, look, you see a shadow over poor Skipper. But I've always worn bandanas my whole life. Like I wore them every day at work. I wore them when I played hockey. I wore them when I played football. Underneath my helmets because I didn't like sweat getting, that would come down basically. And so bandanas are kind of just second nature for me. I've always been a bandana guy. So I decided, well, maybe people think I'm a biker, but I don't care. I don't want the bright light. And I like bandanas. I think they're comfortable.
Liquid Zoo OnlyFans with the $2 super chat saying again, and I know what he's referencing.
Thank
There
you,
you
man. You know what? I might be the last person to know about this, but Matt has an amazing website that I learned about. And I went to it today, and I think he changed the color of it. I think it was blue instead of green. But maybe blue. I'm delusional.
You're delusional.
But, this paintbrush has water, I think, in the handle down here. So every so often, it just drips water out.
Hey, everybody rolling in. We've got 75 people watching. Do me a favor. If you haven't hit the thumbs up from my buddy Chattanooga Ed, do that now if you would. If you're having a good time, been hanging out for almost 30 minutes. So if you're still here, I think you've probably gotten some sort of enjoyment out of it. Fantastic Freaks with the $20 super chat says, meant to thank Ed for quote unquote advertising my video earlier. Haha. I heard that story from Blue Dog earlier too, and having both my brothers in the military, that story also hit me hard. Hope you all in Knoxville. Hope to see you all in Knoxville in April. Absolutely.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Well, I wish I could make that one.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, Skipper. But we'll get to meet Skipper at the Triple Crown.
Yep. There we go.
And,
yeah, buddy.
And Skipper is involved with, I'm going to push this back just a hair. He's involved in one that James and I tried to go to a couple years ago.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Keystone Clash.
Yep.
Yep.
And we'll see. I can't guarantee James or me right now, but I'm going to try hard to be able to get there. That's what I'm going to say.
One of these days, we will make it.
Yeah.
Oh, Ed's going. I don't care what he says. He's going. I said we're going to get down there, rope them, hog time, and bring them on up to PA.
Well,
no,
PA,
I get it because there's a lot that I'd love to go to, but I just can't. Like, you got to pick the ones you really want to go to. So I don't have hard feelings if you can't make it because of, money, the green stuff.
And it's not necessarily only that I'm picking one over another. I kind of have to pick Aquashella.
Oh,
I'm kind of committed to those. But still, we'll see what comes out of this year. Okay, so now we're going to let this dry for a minute.
Liquid Zoo would like to know how much to have Ed make me one of those fish, but without the baby face.
So what's he want me to get like a Barbie face? They have big Barbies. I was looking at the big Barbie faces.
Oh my!
I'll figure it out for you. Not everybody likes babies. I personally don't really care for babies either because they have a soft spot on top of their head. Oh, and they smell. There was at the otter display. It's like a place I like to stop every time I go into the Tennessee Aquarium and watch the otter swim. This lady and her friend had children, and one of them was a baby. And
Lord.
And it smelled so bad.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
And it's like, man.
I got two of them.
It's just horrid. You would think that they would have developed something over the years to smell better for humans to like them more.
That smells like an indicator.
Yeah, it's horrible. But why doesn't it? It could come out like smelling like blueberry muffins or something.
Speaking of smelling like blueberry muffins, the Codfather, Bob Kaler's Aquatics and Exotics, has joined us.
Bob!
Good to see you, Bob. I'm glad you added the blueberries because I was going to have a hard time segueing from baby poop to Bob without hearing about it later.
It's a good thing you segue because I could have made it get worse.
Oh, gosh.
I do want to remind everybody, although we got 73 people here hanging out, so they're having fun. We are, of course, taking fishy comments and questions. If you got those, feel free to throw them in the chat. We'll be happy to address those.
Oh, it's so weird with these shorts. When you do a short, they only get like on the mainstream for like an hour, like where the world watches, and then it kicks you off. Like, I wish I could get on for like 24 hours because it'd just be crazy. But I got on for 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock 2 days ago for my Aquashella short, and it got 7,600 views.
Awesome.
And I got 37 subs from it.
Nice. Very nice.
But the video looks like you're on acid. I thought it was like the worst video I ever made. But I decided just to make it. And I'm going to play it for you guys. Because nobody's watching it now. But it's psychedelic or something. But it's the number... It's got the most views for a short for Aquashella. If you go to Aquashella, so that's kind of cool. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Look at the cool image for my page.
Oh, whenever you...
I guess it's not popping my thumbnail. That's all right.
No, when you're scrolling through, it'll show you kind of a live feed as you go down through there.
Well, that's kind of neat. I like that color.
This is a good color.
Oh, let's turn it down so I don't get dismonetized for showing my own thing. But look at this. It's just, what I did was I fast forward it. I went 60 times speed through the walkthrough. And then I edited out some of the middle stuff that was boring. I just went for the most bright colors.
Very cool.
I can't believe that would be the video that would get me the most subs.
Well, I think the video that's going to get you the most subs is this right here because Ricky DeHoyo sent $2 to say, "Gotta see it again. Do it like the Harlem Shake."
I wanted to get the Aquashella people to do the Harlem Shake.
Oh, yeah?
Wouldn't that be awesome? Have you ever seen that? It's been like 20 years since that was a cool thing.
Do the flash mob Harlem Shake at Aquashell. That'd be great.
It would. This paintbrush is so bizarre. It keeps dripping water out of it. It doesn't ever run out of water.
And it's probably up underneath that gold piece.
It does it when I'm painting.
I have that issue with the some of the brushes I get to stain the wood for projects in the house because I get the cheap ones. Because you're only going to turn them away, you know.
Yeah, this is a super cheapie. I bought this because I needed a sponge brush, and there was like 3 sponge brushes in there, and we didn't have any other sponge brushes. Like in sponge brush packages. That's a hard word to say.
You could say sponge brush bunch package 10 times.
I'm not going to. I don't think I can. Well, today Bob was at Aquatic Aesthetics. Whoops. My local fish store. And he was waiting to see what new fish came in. So I wonder if Bob bought anything. I drove by there, but his truck was already gone. So I didn't stop. I just went straight home and took a nap. Because I was
there you go.
You just figured that Bob bought everything that was cool and it wasn't there anymore.
That's usually how it works.
Yes.
Sorry.
That is exactly how it works. That's why, like, when James holds a bag of guppies that I want, I just take it out of his hand. Because it's like, I got to get it before Bob sees it.
That only happened once. I try not to get them the first time about it. It was hilarious, though.
Oh, it was so embarrassing. And you know what? We're going to do a shout out for the Indianapolis Circle City Aquarium Club. They're having a fish swap at Aquatic Arts this Saturday. And that's where James and I were like 2 years ago when I did that. It's crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. And the thing is, Ed is such a nice guy. When it happens, you can't say anything. But I'm literally standing at the table with these fish in my hand that I want to buy while I'm looking at other fish. He just grabs them out of my hand and says, "Yeah, I'll buy these here," and hands the guy money.
Well, honestly, though, I think that I was rolling the bags to the side, and I had rolled that one over, and I didn't realize he was picking it up for himself. And I think that I was just associating that as already me picking it, and not that he was actually wanting it, and I felt really bad. But he had other bags of the same type of guppies, so it made me feel really bad that I did.
It was funny. So I got to give Ed a hard time.
You stole James' purchase.
Yeah, but you know what? Those guppies didn't last. They were what are they called? They were red mosaic guppies. And they just never did well until they all just kind of passed away.
So they didn't have strong genes.
I guess not. But the same fish that I got from that guy, I also got some green dragons, and they weren't. Oh, you know what? Check that. Oh my gosh! You guys watch this water coming out of this. Did you see all the water in that?
Oh man. Paul says, James, with friends like that, who needs enemies?
Right.
Well,
I'm going to get this bag of fish, and your best buddy just takes it. Hey, I'll pay for that.
It's really cool going with Bob because he has so many different types of species tanks. He can pretty much buy anything and have the right type of tank to go with it. So if it's a fish that you really want, you can beg Bob to buy it. And then you kind of feel like, well, at least some stranger isn't getting it.
Yeah, we live vicariously through Bob when we go to the pet stores.
we do. It's terrible.
We should. This is a pretty fish head. We should go show Bob and get him to buy it.
Yeah. It's kind of like let Mikey try it. He'll eat anything,
Oh, yeah.
But it's kind of the opposite because it's the stuff we want. But, yep. You guys check out Kaler's Aquatics and more. And exotics. And exotics. Yeah. There it is. Yep. I'm looking forward to going and hanging out with him. Bob, I was hoping to go out, maybe this Saturday, but now I think I'm going to not because my truck is broken. It's leaking fluid, coolant. So I think I've got a seal that needs to be replaced, and I'm going to try to find a mechanic that can do it tomorrow, but who knows if I'll get lucky or not.
Yeah, that's a hard one there.
Yeah. Oh, and I was telling you about my dad. They actually let him out of the hospital like a half hour before the Chiefs game started last week.
Oh, yeah?
And that was the best game I've ever seen in my life, and my dad too.
Dude, first thing I thought when I started seeing them come back, it was like, oh, Ed's happy. Then I heard about your dad. I was like, oh, well, heck, both of them's happy.
Yeah. I put a photo of my dad at the aquarium yesterday. He's wearing a Chiefs shirt. I think my dad wore a Chiefs shirt every day this week. And I'm wearing one now. We're Chiefs.
Nice.
Hey, all I'm saying is I'm supporting that team the whole way through.
Oh, thank you.
Not only because they beat the Steelers, but I'm just saying.
Well, and the Steelers are a really good team. So if you're going to beat somebody.
No, they were not. They sucked. They deserved to lose.
Well, I still appreciate it, and I'm a grateful winner.
Well, what I'm saying is whenever I watched them play like they did, I was like, that's awesome.
I've been looking for these easy root tabs for like 2 years. I bought these things.
Yeah.
And I haven't used any of them. I wonder if they're still the same type the co-op sells today. But I'm going to finally use them. I was looking for a razor blade to get the guts out of this fish. And I found my root tabs were in with all the screwdrivers and stuff in my kitchen. Crazy how that happens. But, oh well, that's how it goes. So tomorrow, Lefty isn't going to have a show tomorrow. He's going to take it off, and he's going to post something on his mainstream, or what's the middle thing called?
Community tab.
Community tab. I still haven't used mine yet. I need to try to figure out how to use it. But he's going to post it on there. And then on Saturday night, James, what time is the saltwater show with Mike Howe?
8 p.m. Eastern time.
So come check out at 8 p.m. I will be there, James, and Mike Howe. Mike Howe is our expert. He's actually like breeding different saltfish. I know he's bred clowns and maybe some other stuff. So that's pretty awesome. And James has had salt top water tanks throughout his life. I've never had one. And I've been working on it for a long time. I've got everything except the RO system.
And that's Saturday?
That's Saturday at 8 o'clock.
I'm watching it. Yeah, I'll be
Simple Saltwater on the Fish Room Fever YouTube channel.
Yep. I think, was it last week I was with you, with you, Skipper Enrico? Or was that 2 weeks ago?
No, that was 2 weeks. Oh, when you did the spotlight?
Yeah.
I believe it was probably 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't remember why we didn't. Oh, we asked somebody and they had to cancel, and we just didn't want to try to find a last-minute person, so we didn't have one last week.
Right.
But we're trying to get Skipper to 500 because that would be so awesome.
Oh, yeah, actually, I'm real close. I just want – when it first came out, it was because of some discount code, which that's not the reason for me. The reason for me is I want people to sub to me because they like what I do, not just so I can get a discount. That's just me. But, yeah, that'd be nice because it is a milestone for me. Because then I can post stuff on the community tab and whatever, and then it's a step closer to 1,000 subs.
Yeah, that's awesome. And man, that's all I want is subs right now too. That's why I do my shorts every day. You never know when you're going to get a short that's going to get me 3 or 4 subs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've just been trying to work away at it because I'd like to get to a level someday big enough to be able to get like fish food sponsors. My goal.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yes.
I never really thought that far ahead. I've always said, yeah, whatever, 1,000 subs, it'll get here when it gets here. But as I get to 500, I think of it differently now. It's like motivation because people like seeing what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me want to do more.
I totally understand. Well, and I've got videos, and James is the same way. We both have videos that we need to get out of the can, basically. I mean, I have 3 new ones. Like this is one video I'm not gonna make a 10-minute video on how to make a fish lamp.
Out of a baby face.
Out of a baby's face. But I have been, like, as I was making the cave tank and the diver bell helmet and a couple of the other things, I have been making like 5 to 10 minute videos to go with them. And I just haven't finished it because I've been like just waiting for, the plant to pop. Because I made a thing for elephant leaves to blow up or grow.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for that to grow. I've been waiting to get some fish for the diver's bell and the cave plants. So, or the cave plant. Man, I can't speak today. The cave tank. Oh, so difficult. But and I'll tell you, did I tell you guys about my photo shoot that happened last week?
I heard about it.
Well, I thought it was going to be a newspaper, but it turned out it was a magazine. So
Nice.
I thought I was going to do like one of these. I was going to stand here and go, these are my tanks, for the newspaper. But no, he had me pulling fish out. And I didn't use a net. I used the specimen cups and stuff to pull them out. And then I brought the specimen cups, and he took the photos of the different fish. He took photos of all my guppies because the guppies weren't afraid of his lens, but he used like a 1 mega lens that would work for macro and wide angle and everything. It was awesome. But digital's just fantastic, guys. But the lens had like this giant glass circle like this over it, and you could see the iris opening and closing as he focused, and it was like a black eye. And the angels, as soon as it saw it, they hid. He went to the threadfin acaras, they hid. Every big fish hid. The guppies, they don't care what looks at them. So he shot lots of guppies. And the bichers, they didn't care, just because I think bichers is going to be like, I'm just going to look like a log and pretend like I'm dead.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, but you can get the bichers. And he's like, oh, they look like snakes. So he didn't take pictures of them. And it's like, oh, they're so cool. But oh well. But it was really fun. But it took like 2 hours.
Oh,
and
wow.
Well, what I didn't know was Sean Peck knew that I was going to be having that guy come over. So he decided, I guess he just wanted out of work or something. So he took the day, half a day, and just came to my house. And he was like sitting in my driveway, the poor guy. So as soon as that guy left, then Sean came up, and we taught him how to play the dinosaur game, which I hope I can teach you sometimes, James. I don't know if you'll like it or not, but it'll probably be fun if Sean plays with us, because everything's fun with Sean. But yeah, so that's what we did. But I had Lefty show at 4, so I only had like 2 hours to hang out with Sean. It was kind of a bummer. Oh, and we played bubble hockey. That was pretty cool too.
You had a pretty busy day that day.
Oh, I know. It was crazy. But I got up early. Oh, this is the worst. Okay, so I have way too much guppy grass in a lot of my tanks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, this guppy grass. All right, start pulling guppy grass out of my tanks. And then it's like, oh, I'm just stirring everything up.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, well. He was a novice to fish hobby, so it didn't really bother him too much. But it made my tanks look ugly for Sean because he wanted to take some pictures of them. It's like, oh, Sean, they don't look – I didn't know you were coming over too. So, oh, well. Such is life. Oh, what's Bob say?
Taylor's Aquatics and Exotics with the $10 super chat says, Ed the reporter called me and tried to tour, but she admitted Rob had already told her. I said no. I did let her interview on the phone, though. Sweet lady, but as you said, long process.
I bet.
Yeah. What? And she wasn't even the lady that came for the photos. They had some guy from Ringgold come up. But, yeah. And we talked about cable, too. So bizarre. Cable TV. But yeah, apparently I have the same cable company that the Ringgold people have, and it's like the worst anywhere around. Oh no, I see some blue. Wow. I didn't get behind the fin. Thank you so much, Bob. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Bob, for the super chat, and thank you for posting the link for Skipper's Aquariums. I was working on it, but you beat me to it, of course. The Codfather there in action. Ed, you were talking about games. There's actually a game. It's a mini game in a video game. And some people have actually created it, but I want to make my own. So it's a craft and a game thing. So I think that would be something fun to do together at some point. But I want to like make my own dice and make my own dice cups to roll into or dice trays to roll into. I think that would be fun, and I've really enjoy it. So
when F Games first came out, there's a guy that works for EA Sports. Is one of my brother's best friends, and he wanted to make an app game, but he needed somebody to come up with an idea. And so he knew that I was good with ideas, and I came up with a super good one. It's just a stupid app. You know, it was trying to get lunch at work. But everybody at work was going to try to steal the lunch, and they're basically zombies. And so you would have to find different weapons like staplers and things to defend yourself to get to the lunchroom to get your sandwich out of the refrigerator before it was stolen. And I thought it would be hilarious. And they started working on it and they never got it done. Gotcha. Oh, well. And that was at the dawn of those type of games. So it had to be kind of simple.
Right. Michigan Tropics with the $5 super chat says, Ed, I'm thinking about starting a live stream on my YouTube channel during store hours once a week. Trying to hit 1,000 subs for my birthday, February 28th.
Oh, awesome. And who was that?
This Michigan Tropicals.
Oh, awesome. Man, that's a place that I would love to go, James. He even said he had goodiots there, and I'd like to get some other types of goodiots. So when you do it, let us know, and we will get the word out and make sure we're there and everything, because that would be super cool. Nothing would be a better studio than a fish store.
Well said. Exactly.
But yeah, I love watching the videos that my fish store guy, Rob, makes when he does his fish openings or box openings, you know, when he does all the fish. Man, you just do those and people will love that. So Michigan, that'd be super awesome. I met Michigan through, actually, we met him at Aquashella. He's one of the flower horn guys. So I can't wait to actually officially meet him so I know for sure the name to the face, James. But I met him on the heavy metal, our Metalheads show.
Metalheads, yep.
Awesome guy.
Danican Aquatics, how's it going, brother? Good to see you in here. The Amazing Diverman says, do you guys stream at every event? We try to, absolutely. I can't think of the last one that we didn't stream at. Several times if it's a multi-day event. So, yeah, we try and get coverage for people that cannot make it so they can kind of get a little bit of a taste of what's going on.
Hey, Diverman. How would you like to talk on one of the live streams are you going to be at the Aquashella, Orlando? I guess I need to ask you If he is, I'll make sure that he gets up on the live stream at some point. I'm the official producer of the live stream for Aquashella.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's pretty neat. I get to do that type of thing. So we're going to try to Dallas. Well, no, actually Chicago was our first one, but it was kind of just, we were winging it with one camera. Then Dallas, we added 4 cameras and switchers and everything. And we tried to be a little more organized. This year we're hoping to get it so we have times so people can see their favorite celebrities, like when KG is going to be up there or whoever's the big celebrities there, to be able to go and see them at what time. So if Kenny E would be there, then people would say 3 o'clock to see Kenny E. And Bob Kaler's going to be talking about how you can put different fish with different fish at 5:30, so we're going to have like a way for everybody to see, hopefully a way, just to kind of try to bring the audience in, because we had these chairs, but hardly anybody came. And then we'd love it if people would ask questions. And then people that aren't there, it's going to be a live stream, so you can always ask questions there, or you can email them to me and I can ask the questions during the live stream. And Nico is making his first appearance of the day.
Nico.
He's sniffing the fish, my tea.
He wants to put his signature on the creepy baby shark fish or whatever you want to call it.
You guys want to see what he... Oh, I see.
But no, you guys did pretty good with the switcher thing there.
Oh, thank you.
It worked out good.
Nico, I wanted to show him how to... Ooh, gosh, stay away from that. I got an open razor blade right next to his foot. Cats have very thin skin, so it's the worst. Nico, seriously, dude.
Paul, I don't know if we're going to get any of the storm Saturday here or not. I honestly don't watch the weather. I don't go outside enough to watch the weather. I know well enough when I need to drip the faucets because of how cold it is letting the cats in and out the door, but I honestly don't know.
I remember those days. I got a basement now, so I have to drip them, fortunately. I remember growing up in a double wide, we had to every time it got below a certain temperature.
Yeah, there's a lot of insulation and stuff on the newer ones, but I'm still one of those better safe than sorry. That's the last thing I want to worry about.
Yeah. That could get pricey on you when you got to replace some plumbing lines and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. Right now, all utilities are super expensive. We've used less gas than we did last year, and I've already spent twice as much.
Yeah.
I remodeled my kitchen and bathroom previously, like very recently. And yeah, everything just skyrocketed. But it's just part of the game. But we deal with it and build what we need to and move on with it, because there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yep. So what I'm doing is I'm dry brushing this. And a dry brush is when I just barely take any paint, just take happy little paint, and then wipe it off on there, and then I'm just going over it like that. And what happens is the bit of paint that's on the paintbrush will come off and hit the rough spots that I've created on this fish.
Right. Remember you taught me that, I think, last week. I'm like, how do you dry brush paint on? That don't make no sense because paint is wet.
Yep. It's just, you can't hardly see any purple at all, but it's on there. And that's what I'm doing, is I'm just popping it around just to give it that second color.
I tell you, your imagination is pretty unique.
Well, thank you. I like to keep thinking. Now, this was inspired by an artist in Atlanta. And I think his was a mold, a concrete mold he was doing.
Yeah, it looked like it.
But
I remember I think Rico showed it for you or something. You showed it.
Yeah. So I'm just dry brushing and hitting it here and there. But I just thought this aqua green with kind of this purple, Barney purple would be kind of a neat combo. I could have used maybe a dark blue also.
You should put a big old chain on that, and that'd be the first place winner or something.
I've got those already done.
I know, I'm just playing.
Now, I put too much on this one bump on the tail, so I just rubbed it off. I should have showed that. But you don't want to push when you rub, because then you'll get it down into the cracks that are going to stay green.
Yeah, Rustic says that dry brushing technique adds a cool shading, which it definitely does.
Yeah. So, Skipper, what type of fish do you keep? This is a fish show.
Oh, it is?
I gave up on that 45 minutes ago.
Oh, I thought, yeah, I pretty much did too. We started painting the baby's face. I knew it was over with.
We're painting a fish.
No, actually, I got a different variety. I got corridors. I actually got guppies.
Nice.
I bought swordtails for my son. I call it koku. They are orange and white, kind of like a koi, but not.
Now, when you say koiku, is that one of those Powerball Z guys?
That's what it sounds like to me whenever I look at the name. But got them for him. My daughter got a tank with a couple glowfish in it because it's her tank, which is cool. She wants it. Why not make it her way? I got carnival goldfish that my daughter won. And
So they actually still do that.
yeah. Oh, yeah. At least out my way, every time you go to a carnival or they call them county fairs, they're there.
They didn't do that at any of the places that I grew up in. So weird.
It's been like that here since since I've been little.
Yeah.
It's been quite a while, but I got Madagascar rainbows. I got upside down catfish. I have the stars of my show is hopefully in a couple years going to be behind me. I got 7 blue star sapphire cichlids.
Ooh.
And I actually got them off of Peplin Creek Aquatics.
Peplin's awesome.
Yeah. Peplin, they're hobbyist raised. They're not from a wild caught store or nothing. They were very well managed and taken care of because I ordered 6. He did the right thing. He sent an extra in case one dies in the package. And all 7 are still alive.
That's awesome. I love that. That's what LRB does too, generally. He puts a baby in each one, I think.
Well, they were all pretty much the same age.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because with them, they have a lot of babies.
Yeah. Well, and LRB's just probably got such a huge volume.
Oh, sure. Well, I'm sure. Oh, I also got, because I saw it in chat earlier, I have a 100-gallon tub that I made a bait tank for when we go fishing. And
should I leave the face blue or should I add a little purple to it?
How scary do you want it to be?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
And the face really pops with it not being purpled also.
I kind of agree. It's kind of creepier.
You make put some eyebrows on it or something. Give him the rock look. One eyebrow up, one eyebrow down. But no, I got a 100-gallon tub with the bait fish that me and my neighbor, we go fishing a lot together. He goes, man, I wish of all the bait fish, that I'd love to keep them so that they don't die. I said, well, see, I know this guy that lives like next door to you that loves to keep fish. I bet you if you talk with him, we all can make a deal. And we did. He paid for the tub. I paid for the equipment, which equaled up, and I still have them.
That's awesome. Well, it's a great way to get local fish too.
Yeah.
My fish that I did for the thumbnail today is a local Tennessee fish. It's called a TriStar Shiner. And it is a super cool looking fish. Gosh, let me I'm going to show you guys what the thumbnail is. I love when I make thumbnails, I really enjoy making them. But I don't know if anybody ever even looks at them because they're up for such a short period of time.
Vegas Serena said, I'm headed off to bed. Have a good night, everyone. Add some poo to the end of it to make you smile. Yeah, we've got about 5 minutes left. If you want to get your, well, I don't know. I guess, Ed, are you going to go late tonight since Rico's not going?
I think I'll just go maybe 5 minutes and finish this guy because I've been up since 7 in the morning and I am so tired. I am ready for bed. And
yeah, I got up Wednesday, so I'm right there with you.
I would have done it if Rico's stream was going, but I would have been really pounding the tea or something because I'm pretty pooped. But well, Skipper, do you want to go next or no? I don't know if you want to. Okay,
I would, but I got to work tomorrow, and I've been up since 4 this morning.
Oh, you're even tougher. Well, you're used to it. I'm not. I'm a big whip. Today, my heart surgeon was describing me to another heart surgeon, and he says, I have this eccentric guy that needs a heart valve. And I was like, I don't think I've ever been explained as an eccentric guy. Oh, he said, he's the guy who got bit by a centipede last year. Because my heart doctor cured me for my infected, poisoned thumb. And he was so excited. And maybe at the end of the year, they all say, who treated the craziest thing? And he's probably going to win every year for my thumb. But yeah.
Like one of those shows where it's like, what? These are the craziest cases in the emergency room.
Yeah. And I went in there and they always want to do more than just hearts because that's all they deal with all the time.
No, yeah, sure.
Anything else going wrong with you? And that's when I said, well, I can't bend my finger. And he went, what?
He's like, yeah, buddy.
Let me show you my finger. Well, I couldn't do it. I just went like this. See? It doesn't bend.
Taylor's Aquatics and Exotics says, a Tennessee Fish Mafia name for the fish, Baby Jane, ?
For who?
For the fish.
Oh.
The finger painting. Baby Jane.
It's kind of creepy.
It fits.
Yeah. So am I going to have to bring this to Tennessee Fish Mafia events?
I think you've just made us the worst mascot in history.
Yeah.
It's an awesome project, but it's a little creepy.
Maybe I'll make another one that spits out Tennessee Fish Mafia stickers. So it's like, okay, I got the stickers.
I mean, that kind of puts a whole new spin on, us being the mafia and sending people to swim with the fishes. Now we're turning them into fishes.
Ching, 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 ching. Somehow.
That might be a better way to do it. Turn them into the fishes and put them up for display.
I thought I had some, I guess I don't have any James stickers there. Let's see if I got, no James stickers here. Well, I guess I only have James's stickers in my truck. Sorry, James.
All good, my friend.
Well, I'm going to let it dry, guys. I'll bring it up close and see what you think. We're going to leave the face shiny and gross.
love
I
it.
might put some black around its eyes to make it look more burned.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm thinking about making this one eye a little bigger. When I painted it, I didn't realize how small one eye hole was.
No, honestly, it's fine. Just paint the burn holes in it.
Okay.
You know, like where it's the plastic's melted around the eyeballs. That is so creepy.
It is. It is. That's the last guy that messed with the Tennessee Fish Mafia.
He wouldn't stop staring. Well, it got taken care of.
Oh, I can see a spot where I didn't give him any purple. Under the chin. Okay, he's dried. Oh gosh, way too much.
We have hit the 1 hour mark. Last call for your comments, questions, and quips.
Ask us a fish question. We will do it. Somehow we will answer it.
Quick, do it now. Do
Rustic
it.
Nashville says that's the worst mascot ever. LOL. Maybe just repeating the fact that I said it. Yeah. I mean, it's got a scary thing to it.
I think
I
that's
thought
the
it
whole point, though. Would
it's
you really
gonna
want
be-
a cool looking mascot? No.
Right. This could be the Assassin Snail Jr. She just probably unsubbed to me.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it's crazy. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with Skipper and James. We got to keep Rico in our thoughts. And thank you guys for all the super chats. It was a blast. If you guys have any last questions, throw them out as fast as you can because James is probably going to hit that in button at any moment.
Any
Thank you-
moment.
Thank you, mods, so much for tuning in and helping us control all the ruckus and pop in all the links.
And causing most of the ruckus, if we're being honest about the mods. But, you know.
Yep. And you'll see me again on Saturday with James and Mike Howe. And then you'll see me with Skipper on Sunday with Bob Kaler on the official Fish Mafia group or text. What's it called? The
I don't even know.
panel? I think it's a panel.
Oh,
with
the,
the Fish Mafia.
the Tennessee Fish Mafia panel.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Oh, and check out Patty's box opening because it was super good today.
Yes,
I
it
don't know if
was.
that was today or yesterday.
Yesterday.
But Eduardo sent her an amazing fish, and you guys got to see this fish because I don't know if it survived or how it survived without hardly any water at all in the box, but it did. So
Well,
check it out. It's amazing.
It didn't have a heat pack neither.
Well, it's a cold fish, cold water fish.
Dang.
Well, I think I know how to send us off in style. Ed, thank you for having me on. Skipper, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Until next time, keep dancing.